video, I'm going to be changing out my spark plugs on my E63 AMG. Genuine Mercedes spark plugs for E63 AMG. 8 of them. If you've not seen these, they look odd compared to like a normal spark plug. Look at the cap. But these are actually, even though they're from Mercedes, genuine Mercedes spark plugs, they're actually NGK. Not sure if you can actually see that there. But yeah, there's an NGK printed on it, stamped, with an NGK part number from Japan. So you could probably get these cheaper if you buy by just searching that part number. But yeah, I've just got it from Mercedes instead. But I'm not looking forward to changing it because everything is in the way. But yeah, let's get to it. We want to take that out and that out. That's the coil packs. 1 coil pack, 2 coil pack. 1 spark plug, 2 spark plugs, 3 spark plug, 4 spark plug. Yeah. What's in the way? Right, so we got to take this mount off. Put 1, 2, 3, 4. 5 torque spits, I think I can see. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1 on there, 5. Is that mounted on? Yeah, that's on there, isn't it? Yeah. And undo this clip. Pop these off, I guess. Oh, it's on that torque spit there, let's see. And then just move that out of the way and we're going to get to those spark plugs and move that out of the way. That one there's going to be a bit of a ball ache, but I'll do this side first. How bad is that? They haven't even done up that bolt down there. It's got a full Mercedes-Benz dealership service history. And if you look down there, up. Don't know if you can see it maybe on the camera, but yeah, it's not even done up. There we go, look, see that? Down there? No, done up. They probably thought they couldn't access it, but you can. It all could be where you go. Like, move this out of the way. You go on the angle, you can see that there? There we go, there. Easy. So why didn't they do this up? You can even see the groove in the pipe where you're supposed to put the socket on. Use a magnet so you don't drop it down. Whether these are all these, that's a long one, short one. These are Torx 30, I think they were. A T30. So I've done that one, done that one, done that one. You see it's quite loose already. I've done that one, done that awkward one, which I pulled out with a magnet. And now, as you see, I moved this out of the way so I can get that down there. Now I need to move all this off. I believe this is just a vacuum pipe, or just move it out of the way. How does it come out? Anyway, I don't want to fucking snap anything because it's Sunday today and I can't go and unclip it without trying to break it again. So just push it. All you do is push that down. You can see, just seen it move a bit, and just wiggle it off a bit tight on there. But yeah, it should just wiggle off. That is tight. Wiggle that off. I'm doing this on my drive, if you're wondering. So what I might do, instead of taking that off, I'm gonna do that, and then that should come off, and I'll be able to move that out of the way to get to that one. Again, I used a magnet because I don't want to drop that down there. Now, if you're wondering why my oil cap is missing the Mercedes badge thing on top, it's because it was just a cover, and when I done an oil change on it, filled up oil, the bloody casing on top of that cracked off. But yeah, now I can move that out of the way, see, just like that, and I can now get to that one. Yeah. So let me just undo that. Now there's one more, which is that one, which is holding this bit on there. Now I pull this off that, hooks on like this, which have these plugs in, one for the lambda center and one which is attached to that blue wire. Pull them out of the casing, and then you'll be able to push the clips down and unplug them, then just move them out of the way because the coil pack's there. So we got and then that, just pop that off this high pressure fuel pipe, which is there. That's fuel, that is high pressure fuel, so we don't want to undo that. So just move them out of the way. Now next one's in the way is this, and if you follow the cable, it goes to this, and then some down there. But we should, if we unclip it here, we should be able to just wiggle it out. And this is just some spongy stuff. So we just lift that up as well, pull that off, just like that. There we go. Hopefully, if we don't need to undo that, we should be able to just move the wiring harness out of the way, take out the bolts and wiggle it out like a Chinese puzzle. Hopefully this one's nice and easy, but yeah, let's go do it. If you're wondering how you get these clips off the coil packs, you don't push it in, you don't want to break these, but you want to put a little flathead screwdriver in the gap like that, and slowly, not just put a little bit of pressure on it and it clip up. and then you're able to push it in and they unplug. I say that. This one's a bit fucking stuck. There we go. Now that fucking pipe's in the way. There we go. Just like that. And just to let you guys know, I've never changed a spark plugs on a Mercedes E63 before. This is the first time I'm doing it, and I'm sharing it with you. So I don't actually know what I'm doing, I'm just learning as I'm going. Nobody's told me how to do it, so I'm just guessing. If there's an easier way and you know, just comment below. Help me and load other people out in the future. If you think I'm doing a good job, also comment that. If you like it, if you like this video, subscribe and hit the like so I know. Now I'm going to do the hardest one first, which is this one at the back, because that one is pretty straightforward. But this one, you've got high pressure fuel pipe in a way. So I'm going to undo this, undo that one, and hopefully wiggle it out. But I don't actually have that socket. So what I'm using instead is my little 1/4 inch ratchet with an 8mm deep socket, normal socket, 8mm deep socket with an extension, medium extension. Now that both of them out, again I used my magnet to pull that one out so I don't drop it, and that one's easy enough. Now I'm going to try and wiggle it out. Oh no, there's another one. There is another one, there's one there as well, look. So I'm not going to wiggle it out. I'm going to be undoing that. That is definitely on there, isn't it? Yeah, there's 3. I thought it'd just be 2. Okay, there's 3. So I'll be undoing that now as well. As I was undoing that, this came loose. Look how loose it is. So now, just pop it off, and hopefully I can get it out without, because that high pressure fuel pipe's in the way. Hopefully I can still get it out, and that bloody wiring harness is in the way. So just pop it off the spark plugs. Once that's popped off the spark plugs, hopefully I can get it out. Right, I'll put the camera down for this. Right, that's a fucking ball ache to pull out. So what I'm going to do is take this one off first, because I don't know what way the rubber coils are going. Because of the V, you'd think it'd be going in like that, but I don't know if it's going down like that, because the way they're wiggling around looks like they go down like that. But so I'm going to do this one first now and pull this out, so it'll give me some sort of understanding of how to pull that out. Well, I tell you what, they are white cunts to get out of. It's like they're fucking proper wedged in there. So I would, if I had a blower, I would blow down there with the air compressor blower. You can see that dirt. So when you take the spark plugs out, you don't want any of that to fall into a cylinder head. So what am I going to do instead? Probably hoover it. Probably get the hoover out. And I got a detail kit on the hoover. Little thin suction things that you put on the end of your hoover. I'll probably put it down there. Just hoover all that debris out, because I don't want any of that falling into my cylinder heads. I mean, I could whisk it and try and be very sensitive, like gentle when I take the spark plugs out and not knock anything, but I don't want to knock any of that in there. So to be on the safe side, I'm going to hoover it all out. But I'm going to take that one out now. But yeah, what I've done, I put a screwdriver in the gap and just wedged them out like this, but only a little bit. Just wedged it out like that a little bit. And same on the other side. The other side I can't really access that, so I'm going to try and wiggle that one off now. Now that back one's out. See, you definitely need to hoover it, don't I? I ain't got a blower. I don't want any of this to fall down into my cylinders, because once you take the spark plugs out, that's a little hole into your cylinders. So you're on the safe side. I'm going to be get the hoover out and hoover all the crap up. Then I'll take the spark plugs out after that. I'm not going to, like, I've put my, that's at the back, that's at the front. I'm not going to mix them up either. I don't think it really matters. They're different anyway, if you look. No, they're exactly the same. Yeah, so it don't really matter, does it? Part numbers. Part numbers are the same. So I don't think it matters too much. But just to be on the safe side, they're going back in the same. This is the kit I got. I got a shark over, and you can get these detail kits. So you put that on the end of the thingy, and that stuff is even thinner, like a little brush. Another little brush, I'll probably use this one. So yeah, let's clean the spark plug holes out. So I'm using genuine 3D spark plugs. See what size they are. Hopefully I got the white spark plug socket size. So I don't have the white size spark plug socket, but they're 14mm, so I'm using the 14mm deep socket. Let it focus with a long extension straight down there, and then I'll pull the spark plug out either with a magnet or my actual spark plug socket with a rubber bit inside. Hopefully I can hook onto it with that. Fucking hell, look at that, it's like corroded. It's a good job I fucking changed it. I mean, where the fuck's all that come from? Ah, it's mud, isn't it? If you look at that, it looks like mud. And there's mud in that corner. So it's all built up over the years. Oh, so it's only 5 years old. Let's see what the other ones look like. I've just put the new one in. I'm taking the next one down out. I'm going to do one at a time, so I don't leave the hole open to the cylinder, because it's windy and I don't want anything blowing in there. So just be on the safe side, you know. Right, I don't think that these have ever been changed by looking at them. They just look so bad. think these are the original ones. The car's on 77,000 miles. It's 2018. I don't think these have ever been changed. Definitely not. If you're wondering how I'm putting the spark plugs back in without the socket, you see, I've got a magnet on there. Slowly release it down. Use a non-magnetic screwdriver to hold it down, hold the plug in place, then pull the magnet off. And you literally only want to be doing a hand tight. Do them all by hand tight, and then I think it's 15 foot-pounds, about that. You don't want to do it tight. But I read up online, but I think it's like 15, I can't remember now. It was ages ago when I read it up. But that's the third one in. Now why ain't that one going in? What's fucking... What the fuck's down there? There's something in there. Which ain't in my socket down there. Let me turn my torch on. What is that? Oh, it's hard to fucking see. Oh, that little sort of thing down there. The fuck is that? Don't tell me that's a fucking stone. Oh, how the fuck did the stone get down there in the first place? There's not even... Well, if you look at that, look at my new one, yeah. Let's focus. Look at the new one. Brand new one. Look at that one. There we go. Oh, fucking shit camera. What is that? Looks like it's fucking rounded off. Oh no, there's loads of fucking shit down here. There's loads of fucking, I can see the nut on the spark plug. There's like loads of fucking shit down there. What the fuck? Gonna have to clean that out now. I managed to get the socket on there, but I think it's so badly corroded. You don't want to just loosen it. You want to tighten it, loosen it, tighten it, loosen it, and then do it slowly. I do not want the thread going off because it's aluminium heads. So the last thing you want. There we go. It sounds nice and loose now. Yeah, like I was saying, last thing you want is the fucking thread to go in there. Now you want to see how bad this is. Can't be able to fucking tell with this. There's only 77,000 miles on the clock. HPI clear. Not been an accident or nothing. There we go, it should be loose. Fucking hell, look at that. What is that? That's sand, isn't it? No, that's mud. It looks like sand, but that's actually like very fine bits of mud. So soil. Fucking hell. Fucking hell. Fucking hell. Right, let's put a new spark plug in there quick. I don't want that shit going in that cylinder. That's all 4 brand new spark plugs in there now. Can't actually see in that one. Hang on. But yeah, all 4 brand new spark plugs in there now. Look at that. What came out of it. I mean, look at that. All that fucking mud. That's bad. If anyone knows what caused it like that, to become like that. I mean, the actual tips look okay. These have never been changed though. But yeah, the tips look fine. 77,000 miles. But like, what the hell is going on with that? please hit the like button, please subscribe, and I'll do another video of when I put some intakes on. Cheers, see you in the next video.